Pop quiz for you. What do you get when you cross a really, really old wrapped roll of coins with a seasoned roll collector like me? You're going to find out. Stick around. Welcome to Island Time Coins, everybody. My name is Blaine. I am your host, and tonight we have got one heck of a roll reveal for you. You are going to love this. It all centers around this roll right here. Yep. This is a 1936 San Francisco minted roll of coins that has been in the wrapper you see since about the late 1930s. Here we go. I'm off to the side over here because in a minute I'm going to start throwing up some pictures to illustrate just how deep this particular collection or hoard, if you want to call it such, was for the people that actually owned it. Now, I was able to purchase a large amount of what it is that you are actually going to see in just a second up on the screen. And I want you to pay really close attention to something. I want you to make sure that you note that all of the things coming up on the screen are actually from one particular bank. Now, this bank is located in Los Angeles, and I actually have rolls and bags of rolls from this particular bank all the way up into the 1950s. So the bank survived for quite some time. Now, the person that owned all of this stuff was actually a person that owned a coin store from about the mid 1930s all the way up through the late 1950s, early 1960s. And when that coin store shut down, all of the contents that remained in the coin store were actually put into safe deposit boxes between Los Angeles and San Francisco. And that's where it sat. Eventually, the person who owned all of that wound up dying. And as a result, it was passed over to two brothers. Now, these brothers are the nephews of the person that owned the coin store. And they decided they wanted to start selling a large amount of this. I was able to get my hands on a very significant portion of this. And as you're going to see when we do open this 1936 S roll, the coins are extremely well preserved. Now, one of the other interesting parts about this is it was not just Lincoln cents that this particular, as you've seen with a couple of these pictures, not just Lincoln cents that these particular brothers had from this coin store. There were quarters and there were $50 and there were all sorts of different things, paper money and notes and things like that. I obviously don't have all the pictures of that. And that the reason for that is simply that I purchased a lot of this through a person that knew the brothers. I did not purchase it directly from the brothers. So I was not privy to all of the contents of it, but safe to say I've seen pictures of some of the other things, and it is quite impressive. So, without any further ado, let's do ourselves a favor here as I stumble over my words and get excited about this. Let's do ourselves a favor here and get to opening this 1936S roll of coins. Okay, since I only have one shot at this, I am going to do this with as best possible finesse as I can, because obviously, once I open it, I can't open it again. Now, the reason why I only have one of these rolls is the rest of the rolls still reside with a good friend of mine. He was kind enough. I have, obviously, as you've seen in the past through the pictures, I have had numerous numbers of these rolls, and he still owns a large number of them as well. He has not opened his, I have opened mine. And obviously, that's perfectly fine. But interesting enough, I just want to make sure that I reach out and thank him very much. He knows who he is. I'm not going to mention his name, but I just want to thank him for the opportunity to be able to make this video a reality by opening one of the 8 rolls, 7 or 8 rolls, I think that he still has. So anyway, as you can see, this is the same type of a wrapper that is in the pictures you just saw of the rolls that I had opened back in 2018. And we are going to go ahead and open them. Now, this is what's essentially a wax paper on the outside with a sticker on it and obviously some writing. Now, interesting enough to note here is this particular writing is indicative of the writing that's also on the inside wrapper. And these particular rolls, the reason why they are in these wrappers and not in original bank wrappers, and by the way, just so you're aware, I do actually have some original bank wrapped 1936 San Francisco Mint rolls that came from the same source that are from the bank in Los Angeles, the Security First Bank in Los Angeles. And so I do have original wrapped rolls. I have four of them that remain. These came from an original mint bag. And as you saw in one of the last pictures, there was a picture of some mint bags. One of those two mint bags was a 1937 S bag. So as you can see, there is no doubt these are genuine rolls. So we're going to go ahead and open this. And what should be inside here, this little wrapper should be another red roll, a red wrapper, and it is. And if I open it, this should have basically the exact same writing on it that the other ones had and that the outside of this had. These are always a little tough to get out. I'm trying to do this without destroying this wrapper, but I don't think that's going to be humanly possible here. So let's do our best to open it up. There we go. Now we got it out. Very brittle on the inside. Now, my history with these particular rolls, because of this particular type of waxy paper wrapper, outer wrapper, and the paper wrapper here, the coins inside these particular rolls seem to be very, very shiny and in some cases exceptionally toned as well. Now, here's what I'm talking about in terms of the matching letters or numbers. As you can see, 36S, it's literally the same type of wrapping and the same font and literally the exact same writing. So whoever put these in this wrapper obviously also labeled those as well. And this is a wrapper that is indicative of the late 1950, or excuse me, late 1930s in terms of its font style and color and such like that. Almost all wrappers, and I will be 100% honest with you, this is exactly a correct history thing. I have done my research with wrappers. Almost all wrappers from the 1930s up until 1941 or 42 at the latest will be red in color, like what you see. Very, very few of them that I have run across will be craft paper colored, which is that brown paper wrapper color, more like this, for example. Almost all of them will be this deep kind of a red color. So if you're trying to figure out authenticity to a roll from the 1930s, I have run across, well, practically none that are any other color other than red like this. All right, so we are going to open this up, and I have to be careful so I don't scratch the top coin there. And as you can see, these coins inside are exactly that. They are original, and that one looks brown, but it is probably because the wrapper has been folded over on it for so many years. So I'm actually going to go ahead and open up the other end of this as well. And what will likely happen is the minute that I do that, the coins are going to start to slide out the other end. Let me get those out of there. There we go. Now, I always try and be real gentle with this, and so I will take the end of a pen if I want to push the coins out the roll so that I don't damage the end coin, because I definitely don't want to do that. So I'm going to basically just take and push these and see if I can get these to come out the other end, and they do. they simply just slide right out the other end. Wow. Oh, I can already see some beautiful coins here. So these particular coins I do not own, and therefore these will go back to their owner that currently owns them. As you can see, what is coming out of this particular, and you're probably having a hard time seeing it because I don't have the light on it real bright. So let me just do this. Let me refocus some light on this. There we go. I'm going to. I never dump my coins out in a big pile. I try to get them all in rows rather than a pile because I can't pick coins up when they're in a pile, but when they're in a row, I can actually maneuver them so that I can pick them up from their edges rather than from any of their surfaces like the obverse and reverse surfaces, the face and the reverse. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of these. And there they are. They are absolutely beautiful coins with some absolutely gorgeous cherry red color to them. This is without a doubt an absolutely fantastic roll of coins. My guess is there will be numerous 66s, 67s, probably some pluses involved with that. And there is no doubt this is, oh, wow. Okay, so this one's even really cool because this one's actually got an alloy mix to it, which is really neat, all the way across the coin. I'm not sure you guys can see that or not. I don't know if you can or not, but beautiful, beautiful coins. I will try and post some pictures up, obviously, on my Facebook page. If you don't know about that, I will leave the link to my Facebook page in the description box below. But thank you very much for watching this. I will be back here on screen in just a second after I bundle these up so that I don't get any fingerprints on them. And we will end the video. And there you go. That was the opening of an original 1936 S roll. Obviously, it is not an original bank wrapped roll because that roll came right out of an original 1936 San Francisco Mint bag and then put into those wrappers. Absolutely phenomenal. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that just as much as I did. I know I have had the pleasure of opening almost 24 of those particular rolls over the course of time, and I absolutely have enjoyed every single one of them. The one thing that I did do with some of the rolls, I obviously sold some of them. That's how I pay to be able to buy more rolls. But one of the interesting things that I did do, and I'm a roll purist when it comes to things, which means I prefer rolls from an original standpoint. An original roll of coins to me stays together as an original roll of coins. However, my 1936 S roll in my personal collection is actually a best of roll. It is a put together roll of all of the best coins that I could run across on at least a dozen of these rolls. So, as you can imagine, my 1936 S roll is top notch. Yes, this particular batch of coins has produced high end coins. As you can see right here, there have been 36 S's that have been made out of these batch of coins that have made 67 plus, which is a $7,000 coin. So hopefully my original roll that I have holds many more of those, and we will wind up with lots of 67 plus and maybe a 68 in the process. So thank you again for watching. Hopefully you have enjoyed this. If you have, please do me a favor, hit the like button. I know the YouTube people love it when people hit like buttons, and it definitely helps out my channel. Remember to click subscribe if you would like to subscribe and get more videos and notifications on when more videos become available. I do appreciate it. You guys have a very good evening. Thank you very much for watching.